You are tuned in to your dose of positivity. Welcome to your dose of positivity. Thank y'all so much for being a part of this channel. If you're new, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and join my channel membership. I would love to have you. So today we're talking about a very important topic. And today's topic is all about what we were told, maybe as a child, because we want to heal the wounds of the past so that we can live in our present. And that's so important. Today's topic is all about someone told you you weren't good enough and you believed it. Yes, there are a lot of things that can happen to us from our childhood until our adulthood. But the question is, do you believe? Did you believe what you heard? Did you believe what somebody else told us? Unfortunately, a lot of times the lies from other people, all of their drama, all of their doubts that they have as humans, that's the same things that they try to give to us. And I just want to encourage you all with these thoughts that no matter what somebody else has said to you, no matter what another person has done to you, no matter anything that has happened, whatever struggle, whatever pain that has happened to you, I want to encourage you all to know that you are enough on your own for exactly for how you are and for who you are. I think that's the most important lesson that I think needs to be started from childhood. People need to hear the words, you're important, you're valuable, you matter, you are special. And all of that goes really far for our self esteem. Our self esteem gets involved with what we believe. Now, we may not be able to control the things that has happened to us, but we can always control our reaction to every single thing, every single issue, every single problem. And I want to elevate the minds of everyone who is listening to this topic today. You may have been told all kinds of things. Here are some of them: that you were ugly, that you were stupid, that you would never be anybody, you would never amount to anything. You weren't smart enough, you weren't good enough, you didn't look like other people. There's a lot of things that people can tell us that is a lie. There's a lot of lies out there that other people try to tell us. But the question is, do you believe it? Do you believe what somebody else may say to us? And sometimes it's wrapped up in what we're going through at the moment. Maybe you're trying to get something off of the ground and you're trying to do something and you start going back to times where other people didn't believe in you and when people said things and they hurt your feelings. And it's so important to go into what we think about ourselves and not what somebody else is telling you that you are. I want you all to understand that clearly. It's not about what somebody else has said to you. It's about what do you believe about yourself. See, I want to elevate the minds of all of you motivators out there so that you can be motivated and encouraged to go after your dreams. Because until you heal the wounds, you heal the pain, you heal what somebody else maybe told you that you were, unfortunately, it follows in our life what was fed into your mind, what you were told. And maybe if you didn't like what you were told, we believe things that we shouldn't believe. And it's not good. And people do it. Sometimes maybe it was your parents, a family member, maybe in school, maybe your peers, maybe on the job. There's always things that people tell us, and they want us to believe it because they want to keep you under their thumb. They want to make you stay down so that they can be able to manipulate you. That's how people who are puppets are. They want you to be able to have a low vibration, a low believing in yourself, a low self esteem, so that they can continue to use you just like that puppet. Use those puppet strings to get you to do whatever they want you to do. And that's so important for us to raise our vibration, to elevate our thinking, to know our worth, to know our power. And once you know your power and once you know your worth, there's nothing that can stop you. There's absolutely nothing that can stop you. So I want to encourage you all. What are some of the pains? What are some of the difficulties that you have faced and endured in your life from your childhood? Think back on all those traumas. Think back on all those things, all the people who hurt you, all the people who disappointed you, all the ones that discouraged you and told you that you were nothing. They told you that you were nobody. They told you that whatever your idea was, it would never work. They told you all of these things because maybe that's something that they believe about themselves. And that's what people do. They tell you certain things because that's what they think for themselves. Maybe they're not strong enough. Maybe they're not strong enough to have that sort of fire and energy. Maybe because that's not their vision, that's not their goal, that's not what they're meant to do. So they don't understand. And when people don't understand something, they will always try to tell you that it's not a good idea. They will always try to tell you that you can't do something because they can't do it. We have to believe in our own self. We have to believe in our own dreams, go after them, accomplish them. And that's why I want to encourage all of you that no matter what you were told, no matter what you were fed as a child in traumatic experiences, once you start to speak over your own life, this is what I think about myself. This is what I believe. This is what I know for sure. And that will catapult you to the next level in your life. You will be catapulted when you know your worth, when you decide to believe what you think about yourself and not get involved in what somebody else thinks about you. That's so important. There's so much people around in this life, and they're bombarded by everything from social media, from the entertainment world, telling us what we should think, what we should believe. But the question we have to ask ourselves is, what do I think about me? What do I believe about myself? Everybody has had hard times. Everybody has had traumas. Everybody has had difficulties. Everybody has had problems in their life. But I don't want you to stay in that. I don't want you to keep staying in your pain. I don't want you to continue to stay in those painful situations. I don't want you to keep believing in the lies that other people are telling you. I don't want you to lower your standard because of what other people are doing at this low level, but you know that you can excel. You know that you can radiate higher. You have to know that and believe it for yourself. I can only give you the tools. I can only give you the knowledge, but then it's up to you for you to think and believe things for yourself. I want to elevate your mind. I want to elevate your thinking. I want you to heal the wounds of what somebody else did to you. You know, sometimes people will do things to you to try to hurt you. People will try to do things to you to hurt your feelings. They will try to do things to break your spirit. That's what they try to do. People try to do things to break your spirit. And I don't like that. I don't like when people who have low vibration, people who are traumatized, people who have been through certain situations, and they want to put that on you. They want to tell you that you can't do something. They want to break your spirit. They want to hurt your feelings. They want to get you still and stuck just like themselves. They want you to be overcome with the challenges that they allowed themselves to be overcome with. But I want you to speak and declare over your life. I will not be stuck. I will not be broken. It's time that we stop saying that we're broken, that we've been hurt. We have to fix that and we have to speak it over our life. I am not hurt. I am whole. Not hurt. I am whole. Bad things happen to everybody, but it's about what we think and believe about ourselves. What do we think and what do we believe about ourselves? See, nobody can do that for you except you. Nobody can fix you unless you want to be fixed. See, there was always somebody in everybody's life that made your existence a challenge. Someone who tried to dominate your thinking with toxicity, with hurt, with pain, with negativity. But we have to speak over our own life. We have to radiate and vibrate higher than that. We have to put our energy, we have to put positive thinking out there. See, yes, for a certain period of time, you may have thought a certain way. You have may have dealt with situations a different way, but now we're motivated, we're encouraged, we're inspired, we're on a move to do things. We're encouraged. We believe in ourselves. We love ourselves. And when you have those tools, when you have that elevation, when you have that thinking, there's nothing that can stop you. Absolutely nothing can stop you when you know your power and your worth. See, people can get someone down. They can manipulate somebody like the strings of a puppet when they don't know who they are, when they don't know their worth, when they don't know how to perceive things. See, it's all about your thought processes and what you allow your brain to believe. What do you allow yourself to believe about yourself? Are you letting other people control your thoughts? Are you letting other people control your power because their vibration is low? Because they haven't dealt with their own drama, their own skeletons? Or are you going to put your own thinking in place? What do I believe? What do I suppose about myself? What am I willing to do in order to get to my next level? What am I willing to do in order to maintain a positive mindset and positive thinking? See, these are only things that we can do for ourselves. These are only things that we can do for ourselves. Yes, you have may have been through so many things, so many hurtful situations. People may have done things to you and backstabbed you and hurt you and told you were nobody, and people may have not liked you. You may not have been popular. But on today, the only thing that matters in this life is what you think about you. And it's time that we stop saying we're hurt people and start saying, I'm a healed person. I'm a healed man. I'm a healed woman. I challenge myself to overcome those negative thoughts, those negative thinking, that whatever happened to me in the past, and stop bringing it up into your mind. We can't focus on our positive light and road ahead when you're stuck in the past. Don't be stuck in the past. We got to move past all those things and move forward. And this is to encourage you. I'm not trying to put you down, make you feel less than, nothing like that. I want to elevate your mind and your thinking and to think about the positive. Think about what you could do and could be instead of what somebody is saying, what somebody is talking about you, what somebody else thinks that you are. The most important thing is, what do you think about yourself? What do your actions show? Because people can say a lot of things sometimes, right? People can say a lot of things that they're this and they're that, but their actions don't prove it. See, go by your actions. What are you doing? What are you willing to do in order for your life to be successful, to be peaceful, to have joy in your life? What are you willing to do? It's about personal accountability. We have to be accountable for ourselves. Yes, at a certain period of time, you weren't in control. Maybe if it was your parents, siblings, other people that you knew, you didn't have control over that. And you have to give all of that away. You got to toss it aside. Write write your letters. If you have not done this already, I recommend that you write a letter to your inner child and speak over the things that may have happened to you as a child when you didn't have control, and say, I'm sorry that this happened to you, little whoever you are. Forgive that. Say, I forgive that situation and I'm going to move past that. And I don't need to bring that up anymore because I've healed from it. See, once you let go, you give yourself wings to fly. You give yourself freedom. You get your power back. You can elevate and radiate higher because your mind, your heart is not heavy and burdened down with negative thoughts and thinking and sadness and pain. Now, the only things that you're thinking about is joy and peace and what you need to do and your vision. See, the success is right there waiting for you, but you have to give yourself that permission. Give yourself the permission to thrive. And we can't do that a lot of times because we have not forgiven ourselves and other people for what happened to us. Yeah, yeah, someone may have told you that you weren't good enough and you believed it. But now I want you to come to the awareness and the power that I am in control of what I believe. Hey, East, thank you so much. Hey, Young Riaz. Hey, Shay Love. Hey, Edward. Hey, The Word. Thank y'all so much for joining me. We have to understand that, yes, at a certain point and period in our life, things were told to us, painful things. And those things can get us stuck for a long time, especially if it's somebody that we love. They said and they did something to us, and it can get you stuck for a long time. But it's about how you're choosing to think about your life right now. You may not be able to control what somebody else does and says, but you can control your reaction to it. You can control what you do with those thoughts. See, when something negative comes at you, you can immediately dismiss it. You don't have to get into trying to defend it. You don't have to get into that part. You don't have to defend something immediately. If something comes at you and you see it, that's a lie. That's not true. You don't even have to go into it trying to defend yourself and wasting your energy and your power and your light trying to defend yourself. You don't have to do that. That's a waste of time. Get involved in your peace and your actions and doing the things that you need to do for yourself so that you can live in your present and enjoy life. That's what it's all about, enjoying your life, using your talents, using your gifts. We stay stuck for so long and we are allowing it. We are giving things permission to continue. And until you face those things square in the face and tell your own self, I am not allowing what happened to me in the past to hold me hostage. And we hold ourselves hostage in a cycle of pain. And when are you going to allow yourself to let that go, to stop bringing it up, to letting other people have control over what you are? You have to decide that for yourself. You are the one that speak over what you are. It's about your self-awareness. Hey, Boss Life Online, welcome. It's about your own personal self-awareness. At a certain period of time in our life, we have to make a decision. We have to make a decision. Us, you have to make a decision that I want better with my life. I don't want to think how I used to think. I don't want to think how maybe how your ancestors used to think. Closed-minded thinking. You want to have open thinking, knowing that you can heal. You don't have to be angry. You don't have to be bitter anymore. You don't have to let other people control your mind. You don't have to compare yourself with anybody else. You are enough all on your own. You are enough. Smart, strong, courageous. Just the fact that you have been through so many obstacles in your life, that alone, that alone is your power. You have overcome so many things, and I want you to feel encouraged, not discouraged. See, it's all about your belief system, what you're putting your power and your energy into, what you're feeding into your mind. Do I believe that this is something to strengthen me or stop me? It's two things, strengthen or stop. It can be our fuel or it can be the thing that can get us stuck. Hi, Tamika. How are you doing? Welcome. We can use what has happened to us and it can make us stuck or it can encourage us. It can be something that we'll say to ourselves, I will never do that to future generations in this family. I will never treat somebody like this or like that. It's about empowerment. Now you have an empowerment. Use your pain to empower you, to strengthen you, to move past that fear. See, we have to stop having cycles, generations of people who keep doing the same things over and over and over again. Eventually, somebody has to stand up and say, we're not going to do this. We're not going to treat the younger ones in the family. We're going to empower them. We're going to speak positively about them. We're going to fuel their mind. We're going to tell them what somebody didn't tell me. See, that empowerment, that's how you empower the next generation. See, maybe the person who hurt you, maybe the person who was saying you weren't good enough, you were ugly, you were stupid, you were nobody. Maybe that's what they were told. But now you have elevated thinking, positive thinking. You believe in yourself. You know your light. You know you're going somewhere. And you know. And now you have to use that knowing to getting into believing. See, that's where some people get stuck a lot of times. Hey, wellness, welcome. That's where a lot of people get stuck. They know something to be true, but they don't believe it. See, I want you to believe that you can move past your pain. I want you to believe that good things are ahead for you. I want you to believe that you are loved. I want you to believe that you are strong. I want you to believe that you can do anything that you want to do. I want you to believe that you can be consistent. I want you to believe that you are strong. See, when you have those positive thinking, that positive affirmations, it's about rethinking, recharging, and directing your light in the right way. See, a lot of times when you have anger and pain, someone hurt you, did wrong to you, backstabbed you, you bring it up. I can't believe that happened to me. That happened to me. That happened to me. You're putting all your power into that, and you're allowing yourself to be in a cycle of being stuck. Hey, realist one, welcome. See, you're allowing yourself to be in a cycle of being stuck. Now, who can press the play button in your life but you? At a certain time in our life, we allow our life to be in pause. We allow ourselves to be in that cycle of perpetual sadness, anger, aggression. I'm going to do something. I'm going to get back at them. I'm going to hurt them like they hurt me. Or another one, we think being silent, ignoring them is fixing the problem. Ignoring a problem doesn't make the problem go away. Believe that and know that. Just because you ignore something that's going on, it does not fix it. You have to fix things for yourself. And that means having healthy relationships, healthy communication. And that means sometimes you got to speak about how you feel. You have to talk about it. Don't hold things inside of you until you're like a volcano about to explode one day and pop off at the first person who does something to you that has nothing to do with the one that is actually hurting you. We have to stop hurting people that love us, the people who really do support us. Direct the blows to the person that deserves to get the blows. Call people out, tell people what they're doing. That's why some things continue for so long. You keep taking it and taking it. You have to call people out and tell them about their toxic behavior, about the wrong things that they're doing. That's how you get your power back. People can't keep doing things to you if you allow it. Are you speaking up for yourself? Ignoring it, being silent about things does not fix it. We got to fix it. And you got to fix things for yourself. You have to fix it for yourself. I can't fix it for you. You have to see something that is paining you and hurting you, and you got to find a way to cope with it. And sometimes that means talking with somebody about something that has hurt you, about something that somebody has said to you. It's so true. You have to embrace people that support you. And I see it so often that people, because they're upset, they're angry about something on the job, or what a family member has done, or what their kids do, or whoever, and they take it out on the people that have nothing to do with the situation. Hey, Wanda, good to see you. They take it out on the wrong people. We have to learn to direct our blows the right way. The people who love us, love them. Show appreciation. Show gratitude. Don't take people's kindness for weakness. Don't think just because somebody is there for you, supporting you, that they always will be. We got to learn to speak up and say thank you. Those words are very important in all healthy relationships. Telling people thank you for what you do. Thank you for who you are. Thank you for supporting me. You matter to me. All of that is healthy. And we have to have that type of communication. That's the way that you treat people who care about you. Don't hurt the people who don't hurt you. Show them love, respect, and support. We have to put things in the right categories. If somebody hurt you, we have to deal with that part. We have to forgive them. And I know that it's not easy. It's not easy to forgive people. When you're mad, when you're pissed off at somebody, the last thing that you want to do is forgive them. You want to be in your feelings. You want to be upset. You want to call them out. You want to sometimes get some revenge, right? But you got to deal with it. Don't push it down. Yes, realist one. You got to say thank you. It's about the small things in life. Saying thank you. I appreciate you. You matter. I love you. You're important to me. Nurture good relationships. Don't take good relationships for granted. I see that all the time. They're directing so much of their aggression and anger for unresolved issues onto people who have nothing to do with what they're dealing with. You got to work on your issues and don't put your all of your issues on somebody who has nothing to do with it. I see it all the time on the job. Road rage in the store. People need to deal with their own issues. And if somebody told you something, if somebody said something to hurt your feelings, if somebody is lying about you, we have to direct our blows to those individuals. And sometimes it's not even worth you even saying anything. Some people are not even worth our energy. Hey, Mary B, welcome. Some people are not even worth our time. Some people are not even worth the time to say something to them. Sometimes when people say things to you, they lie to you. They do some snakerization, snake-like things to you. Some things it's not even worth responding. They're not even worth your time. They're not even worth your energy. But also sometimes you do need to say, I don't trust you. Call them out. And now you can get back focused on what you need to do. And you're not taking it out on people who have nothing to do with what you are going through. Hi, Miss April. We have to fix ourselves. We have to fix ourselves. And I just get so sad seeing people who are so angry, so aggressive, so jealous of other people, when you could have your own self-love. You could love your own self. That's what people don't know. Instead of being jealous of what somebody else has and does, get your own life. Get your own business. Get your own things that you enjoy instead of worrying about what somebody else is doing, what somebody else has going on. That's that is the problem with most people. Envious, jealous of what somebody else has and does. And they need to get into their own business and fix their own issues and work on themselves. If more people would get into their own self-love, loving themselves more, they wouldn't have time to focus on what somebody else is doing, because they would be so involved in their own self. Hey, Monique, welcome. That's what most people aren't doing. They're not focusing enough of their energy onto themselves. pouring love into themselves, taking care of their health, working on their own self, minding my business. See, when you're minding your business, you don't have time to worry about somebody else's business. Hey, Trish, welcome. When you're so focused on your business, you're so consumed in it. It's like you're a fire on your own self. You're your own entity of fire. You're blazing. When you're so focused on taking care of yourself, and I'm doing this and I'm doing this, do you have time to look to the left or the right and see what somebody else is doing? No, you don't have time. You don't have time. And I want you all to know that. Don't focus your time and your energy on worthless things and worthless people. At the end of the day, these people, they're not going to pay your bills. They're not going to take care of you. They don't like you. So why are you feeding into their energy? See, people want something to say to you so they can go back and forth with you because they got so much anger and unresolved issues within themselves. They want somebody else that they can charge them up. They want to race you up. Oh yeah, let me do this so that they can do this. People want a reaction from you. But a person who knows their worth and their power, they know, I know what you're doing. And it's not going to work. I know what you're doing and it's not going to work. Okay. Thank you, Monique. Yeah, you got to get too focused on your own household, your own self, your own light, your own self love. It's about directing your blows. I see people and they're just go running through life, and every person like they find a way to try to get them. Oh, and you did this. Oh, and I hate you, and I hate you, and you're doing that, and why are you doing that? And look at you, and I don't like your clothes. There's always something that people who haven't got inside of themselves, they haven't got to know themselves. They haven't got introduced to self-love, self-direction, self-accountability. We all do things that's wrong. We all hurt people. But some people are out here in this world acting like they're 100% perfect. And I know y'all know some of them. They think they're 100% perfect, like they don't have problems and issues. Last time I checked, everyone was imperfect. Everybody did things wrong. But you got to stay in your own lane. And that's why I say all the time, it's about your direction of your life and walking in silence, doing your thing. And when you're doing your thing and you're on top of your game, I'm doing this for me. I'm fixing everything. And I'm speaking to everybody and myself. That means you're working on your credit, your money, how you're investing, where you're living, improving where you live. Maybe you want better. The car you drive, are you satisfied with it, or do you want better? See, when you're focused on things that's for you and your family, you don't have time to worry about what somebody else is doing or the blows that they're trying to direct towards you, because you're too busy in your own lane minding your business. And when I mean I mean you. When you're consumed with your business, I mean consumed with your business. Yeah, I'm so focused on how making money moves, and improving my health and taking care of my hair, my skin, every part of me. I'm working on all of those dimensions and pieces. So when it comes to the whole part of me, I don't have time to slow down even for a minute and see what the next person is doing. And if more people would charge up their own batteries and get after their business, they wouldn't even have time to get in their feelings and to feel hurt. See, a lot of times I was always getting myself so upset and angry for what somebody else did to me, but I realized I was standing still for too long. Why are you standing still for too long and giving those thoughts that much power. See, it's all about what we believe. See, for so long, I was believing in the lies that somebody was saying about me. You're not good enough. You don't look good enough. You, this is how you should look. This is how you should talk. This is what you should wear. This is who you should be around. See, we can't let society and other people define who we are. We have to define all of that for ourselves. We got to be happy with ourselves. See, that's an inside job. That's an inside job. Nobody can't do that for you but you. You got to work on yourself and go inside and see, what do I need to fix? What do I need to work on? Am I happy? And if I'm not, why am I not happy? Am I doing my thing? Am I being consistent in that thing? Am I challenging myself? Am I allowing myself to be prosperous? See, it's a thing that I like to call prosperous on purpose. See, you can be as prosperous as you make your mind up to be. See, and I didn't believe in my mind fully. I knew that I could do things. I knew that I had certain talents and gifts, but I didn't believe in the purpose that was meant to be for me. And I want you to go inside of yourself and think of that too. Do I believe in the value and the purpose inside of me? When you know your value and your purpose, you know that you have something that you need to do. This is my gift. This is my talent. And I'm going to use it to the maximum, to 100%, all that I can give. And when you do that, you don't have time to believe the lies, the drama. Slow down even for a moment. Know your worth. And a lot of us, we will say out of our mouth, I love myself. But what is that love allowing you to do? That love should allow you to do everything so that you can be stronger emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially. But you got to tap into all of those things. It takes the inner work. That's inside work. And people don't want to do the inside work. They just want to look at other people and blame them. That's it. Hi Jenny, welcome. That's what people want to do because they're comfortable. People are comfortable in this. In just the fact that sometimes we are the ones that's lazy. They're comfortable in that. It's easy to be lazy. It's easy to do the same things that aren't working. It's easy to just say, it's not working, and then do nothing. But what have you done in order to change what you've been doing? If you keep doing what you've always done, that is what you're going to continue to get. What are you trying that's new? What are you doing that's new? What are you opening up your mind to receive? See, it's all about our belief system. It's one thing to say we love ourselves. It's one thing to say that we're strong and we're courageous. But when we meet challenges, when we are facing something, when you're seeing something, when somebody does something to you, now what do you do with that? Do you direct it to your self-worth because somebody is saying and doing something to you? Does that take away from your worth because they don't like you? Does it take away from your talents because they don't believe in it? It's an inside job. And when I got that, it was like a light bulb went off in my brain. It's an inside job. I can't fix the people who have problems, people who are doing wrong, I can't fix them, but I can fix myself. I can fix what I think about myself. I can love myself more. I can stop allowing myself to be around toxic people and toxic environments. See, all of that, that's within our control. It's within your control to know that you're worth it. You're loved. You're important. And then what are you going to do with all of that power and energy? Are you going to waste it? Are you going to waste your power and your light and your strength listening to people, following behind people who lie to you, following behind people who aren't doing anything or going anywhere? Are you going to keep continuing to be in that circle? Because I'm telling you, you keep associating with people who are going nowhere and the same thing, and you will go nowhere. That's what it is. You got to grow your circle. You got to encourage your own self, encourage your own mind. Anytime when I'm having some dark thoughts, and it comes to everybody, it comes to me all the time. Try to throw me off my game. You can't do it. You're not going to do it. You're not smart enough. Nobody has ever done that. It's some things that I'm working on, that those are the thoughts that I'm dealing with. And it all goes back to the times when I was told that I wasn't good enough, that I wasn't smart enough, and nobody would like it. And I didn't have good ideas, and I was ugly. And then I start to deflate like a balloon. And I want, anytime that you start dealing with and having those type of thoughts, that you immediately dismiss it. And I say, no, that is not true. That is a lie. And I'm not listening to it, and get away from it immediately. But the longer that you start dwelling on it in your mind and thinking about it, well, maybe, well, I'm not sure. And I am having hard times. And you start rationalizing those lies, and you start believing those lies, and you start allowing the toxic behavior to get inside of your head and your heart. And that's not what you need. You don't need those toxic people around you. And we got to stop saying, because somebody is my family, they love me. Love does not equate to someone hurting you. Toxic is toxic, whether it's blood or not. You have to get away from that type of thinking, that family does not equate love. Love is love. Love is going to make you feel good. It's going to build you and encourage you. It's going to get inside of your head and let you know you can do it. It's going to encourage you. It's going to motivate you. It's going to inspire you to go after what you want, everything that you dream. I want you all to be empowered, to know that there is so much power in your mind. There is so much power in your thoughts, what you choose to think about, what you believe, your consistency, your resiliency. You are resilient. There's a lot of things that you have overcome in your life that other people would have given up, given out. They don't believe it. They never thought that they could do it. And they keep feeling sorry for themselves and allow themselves to stay in that dark pit of sadness and discouragement. But the only person that can get you out of that is you. You got to speak it over your life. I'm not in a dark place. I'm in a good place in my life because I love myself and I believe in myself, and I am strong and I am courageous, and I will face fear right in the face and say, I am not afraid because I can do this. And it all starts with that positive thinking and speaking to ourselves, that self talk every single day. I can do it. I'm strong. I'm courageous. I love myself. There's nothing that I can't do. When we start having those thoughts, that thinking, we can go past any hurt, any pain, and any time That pain bubbles up to the surface from whatever it was that happened to you. When it bubbles up to the surface, when you start feeling that pain and you start getting angry all over again, I can't believe they did this to me. Immediately, I want you to dismiss it. I want you to rebuke that negative thought, that negative thinking, and tell it, get out of here. That is the former. That is not my present. See, you got to challenge yourself to not be afraid to look at fear and look at it in the eye and say, I'm not afraid of you, fear. I can move past it because today I know that I am somebody. Today I know my gifts. Today I know my worth. Today, we are different than we used to be. We're not those. We're not those that allow ourselves to be under the thumb of other people. It doesn't matter who likes you. That's one thing about life. Maybe at a certain period of time before you knew your worth, you would let yourself be under the thumb of other people. You allowed the scrutiny of other people to be your belief system. But today you're empowered. Today you're stronger in your mind power than you used to be. Amen. Today, you're stronger in your mind power than you used to be. You don't allow what other people say to be what you believe. See, we're over here, we're breaking barriers, we're breaking down walls, we're forgiving ourselves, we're forgiving other people, not because somebody has done right when they did wrong to you. No, when you forgive somebody, you are allowing yourself to take your power back. See, I want you to take your power back. It's about the power of your mind. I want you to take your power. I forgive you. I forgive you so that I can live. I forgive you so that I thrive. I forgive myself so that I can thrive. I forgive myself so that I can go to my next level. See, I want you to go to your next level, and no matter what someone told you, no matter what somebody said to you, no matter the lies, the backstabbing, the hurt, the disappointment, the challenges that you have endured, and though they may be many, you are strong. You can do anything you put your mind to. It's about refocusing, it's about reshifting. What do you allow to come into your mind, and what do you allow yourself to believe? Awareness, strength, resiliency, forgiveness, love, light. Let that be your portion because you deserve joy. And once you step into that believing in yourself, it does not matter how much times you've been hurt when you're strong in your foundation of love, when you're strong in your foundation of awareness, when you're strong in your foundation of protecting your peace, you have a lot. You have what most don't. You know how to control. You know how to control yourself. You don't let other people get you all upset and angry. You know how to direct your power. And you say, that's not worth it. And you can have a smile on your face. No, no, not me, not today, not ever. Know your power, know your worth, and don't let anybody tell you that you are less than, because you're not. Know your worth, know your power, and your light. I am Marlene, and I am the content creator for Marlene Motivates, and you have just been inspired. Thank you so much for joining me today. And those who are watching in the replay, let me know in the comment section below. How are you reclaiming your light and believing in yourself and not the lies that you were told? Thank you so much for joining me today. And like I say every single video, story time and live stream, Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life. I would love for you to join channel membership. Thank y'all so much. Have a great rest of your evening.
Forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? Forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? Ooh,
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive.